Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and joining us for this class. I'm super excited to share with you guys what we've kind of put together. So let me go ahead and open it up. So, essential oils to fuel your chakras. So, this is a little bit about us. So, my name is Amber. I'm a Holy Fire 3 Reiki practitioner. I'm also a certified sound healer, chakra healer, and crystal healer, along with lots of other fun and interesting things. So, I've taken my knowledge that I've gained through each one of these courses and brought it together to make this demonstration and really pick these essential oils to go to each one of them very mindfully. So we're going to first start by explaining what are our chakras. So our chakras is the fuse box to our body. They're the seven energy centers on our physical body, and some believe that your chakras impact your emotional and even physical being in that location. So, for example, the course that I went through, my mentor explained that she had a student that every time she would sit down to write a book every weekend, she would get a really bad sore throat to the point where she would even go to the doctor trying to see what was wrong. Come to find out, she was writing a book and wasn't being completely truthful about what she wanted to put into it. So she would always get a sore throat and almost have like strep throat symptoms. But by Monday come, when she could go back to her normal day job, it would go away. So her not speaking and her chakra being closed was actually having these real symptoms in her life. So the history of chakras. Chakras are not a new common thing. They have mutated and kind of changed to what they are today, but they're originally a Buddhist and Hindu belief. Chakra in Sanskrit actually means wheel. So each one is the wheel of energy, the wheel of function for your body. The first mention of the concept of chakras came from the Vedas. So the Vedas is composed of 6 books and it dates all the way back to 1700 and 500 BCE. It's believed to be the divine in origin and have been preserved orally for millennia. But the 7 chakra system originates from Kashmir Shaivam Tantra, which Tantra might be something you've heard of in common day things. So it's much of our understanding of our chakra system we have now came from that. So all of the oils that I have picked out for this class, um, I've are all ones that I use in my own practice, use on myself in my daily life. I pick these oils based off of 3 main categories of physical correlation, emotional correlation, or the color correlation. But trust your intuition, because if you feel drawn to an oil, you should use it and trust it. And this Essential Emotions book is where I got a lot of the emotional correlations for each one of these. So, to talk about our 7 physical chakras, we need to start at the base of our spine. So, you can kind of see the red circle on that lady. So, that is your root chakra. So, the root chakra is the base of your spine and it's your roots to the earth. Think of this as your foundation. So, just like a house, you cannot build anything on top of it if the foundation is not poured correctly or is not strong enough. So it's really important to make sure this is where you start. So oils that you can use are On Guard and Balance, but really any oils that help bring you peace and grounding and comfort are all very strong oils to use for this. The reason why I love On Guard for this is because it has a lot of the more rooty plants in it. And then Balance is a lot of the separate different trees types and things like that. So your sacral chakra is an inch below your belly button. And this is the center for creativity and joy. So sometimes if you're feeling like you're having just, when people say I'm having a writer's block or you just aren't having like artist block or something like that, this could be impacted because of it, or this could be causing it. So Also think of physical, right? So this is also connected to like your intestines, your reproductive system. So the oils I chose is digestin to help with the physical aspect, the physical need. And then wild orange is for the color. And then jasmine is the emotional to bring happiness and joy. Your solar plexus, which is in your diaphragm. So the solar plexus is your self-confidence is stored at. Your self-confidence, your drive, your motivation, your spunk. That's where this is at. So the oils to use for that is lemon because of the color correlation, cassia because it will help boost your self-confidence and boost your mood, and then blue tansy because blue tansy is all about helping with your procrastination and getting things done. So if you're having a hard time with confidence and your boost, blue tansy will help you. Your heart chakra is located in the middle of your chest, and this is your center of love. So this can be self-love. This can be the way you give love to other people. If you can receive love. So this one has a lot of different things because you could be having an issue with your heart chakra based off of several different emotions. So the physical one is breathe to help, open up your chest, open your lungs. Console. So if you're like grieving, this was a great one I like to use for that. Your green mandarin, that is not only a color correlation, but I also love to use green mandarin because it's all about loving the inner child and letting that be okay. Pink pepper and bergamot mint. So your throat chakra is in the middle of your throat. And this is the center for speech. So not only speaking your mind, speaking your truth, but also speaking about deeper topics that you might not feel safe talking about all the time. Or if you feel like your words are always falling on deaf ears, this can also be super impacted by it. So the oils I chose is lavender. So lavender is all about speaking your truth, being kind, relaxive about it, magnolia, and adaptive. And then your third eye chakra. So your third eye chakra is right in the middle of your forehead, right here. So there's this cool test that I learned. So you put your finger between your nose and your chin, and then you put it from here to here. And that is where your third eye should be. So your third eye is where all of your intuition comes from, your inner guidance, your inner knowing. Some people think that that's your eye to see to the other world. So tea tree is an amazing to use for this because tea tree will really help balance out all the negativity and open everything up. Blue lotus will actually decalcifies the pineal gland. So that will help really decalcify everything, open it up. And then clary sage is all about helping with the inner wisdom come to the light. So your crown chakra is this is the only one of the seven that is not actually on your physical body. So your crown chakra is almost like it's a crown that goes around the top of your head. And this is your antenna to the world around you. So this is like, your connection to a higher being, something bigger than just yourself. So oils to use for that is frankincense, Melissa, because Melissa is all about coming to the light and seeing the truth, arise, and then purify. And so you know all these oils now. So how do you actually use it in practice? So these oils you can actually put on your physical body in each location that it is. So for example, I have some blue lotus sitting right here. So what I do is I will take the blue lotus and I will put it on my third eye and put it on in a clockwise motion. Put it on and then I'll rub it in with my fingers like this. And you can put it behind your ears, the back of your neck. You can even put it on here under your jaw a little bit, whatever you feel like is going to be the best for you. Another thing you can do is just sit and smell the oils and play corresponding frequencies with the chakras that you're working on while you're smelling these oils, while you're meditating, and really picture breathing in the color that you're working with. So I'm working with my third eye chakra because I put Blue Lotus on. So I'm going to sit and listen to these frequencies, and you can find them on YouTube. It's super simple. If you need help finding them, please reach out and I would be more than happy to help you. But I'm going to listen to the frequencies in my headphones. I'm going to put the oil, be smelling it, and then picture as I smell in the oil, I'm going to picture a bright purple light coming into my body. And then you can move on. So if I work on my third eye chakra and the next one I want to do is my throat, I can do the same thing. Grab the throat chakra oil. I can put it on my throat, apply it, put it on the back if I feel like it, however I feel called to do, and then smell it, listen, and do it all over again. So how does this work? So everything vibrates at a frequency, even including our chakras. So just like this microphone, it vibrates at its own frequency. So I can touch it and it's hard. Think of opera singers when they're singing and you see the glass burst apart. It's because her voice is matching the same frequency as the glass is. So whenever you are putting this on, your mind is automatically going to match that to whatever you're applying to it. And each one of these plants and each one of the resins have their own frequency. And so it's called entrainment whenever you will automatically match whatever it is that you're putting on. Using or smelling these oils will help amplify that. So I know it might be daunting to look at all these lists of oils, and some of them are pretty spendy. So if this is something you really are interested in getting into and you want to get these oils, the best way to do it is with this Family Essentials kit. So not only do you get an oil for every single one of your chakras, but you get 3 additional powerhouse oils. The first one that's absolutely amazing is Deep Blue. It helps bring awareness to underlying emotions. So one thing I love to do with Deep Blue is if you're having, for example, really bad lower back pain. So if you look at it from the emotional standpoint, back pain is all about being supported or unsupported. So if maybe they're questioning if that's the feeling that they're really having or not, I'll put this on there because A, it will help relax their muscles and help bring a little less tension. But B, it will also help bring those emotions to the surface so they understand why they're having this ailment and they can help understand and relieve it themselves. The next amazing one is oregano. So oregano cuts away negative energy. So whenever I'm feeling super anxious or if I'm feeling really just under the weather and just crummy, I will put oregano on in a spray bottle and spray it on my clothes, just kind of like a perfume, but it really helps me feel lighter and feel more at ease with where I'm at. And then peppermint is all about bringing joy and peace and just bringing the inner child out. And I think everybody can use a little bit more of that. So this is a great time for you guys to ask any questions if you have anything. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to go ahead and stop the recording now so everyone can ask their questions. Thank you so much.